life. Live it all away, don't you waste it. Every feeling, every beat can be so very sweet. You gotta taste it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it your way. You gotta prove it. You gotta mean what you say. You gotta do it. You gotta do it your way. You gotta prove it. You gotta mean what you say. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Snakes and Ladders Live. Let's get it loud. The music, let's do it. Come on, people, let's get it loud. Let's get it loud. Till the music doesn't give us sound. Let's get it loud. Let's get it loud. Ain't nobody gonna tell you what you gotta do. Get loud. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Snakes and Ladders Live Edition. Wow, so lovely to see all of you. So many people. Thank you for coming early and chopping all your seats. My name is Dwayne Lau, and for the next 40 minutes, I will be performing for you on this giant Snakes and Ladders mat over here. Alongside these beautiful ladies, please give it up for Sharon Tsang, Victoria Lau, Beatrice Pang. Okay, spin away ladies, I will see you later. So I chose Snakes and Ladders because it is the year of the snake. But more importantly, Snakes and Ladders was the very first board game my mother taught me to play when I was a wee little lad. And I remember having a lot of fun, okay? So today's show is going to be fun, it's going to be interactive. Just like the game, you have about 39 minutes to get me from square number 1 all the way here to 100, okay? Every time I land on a square, I will tell you a little story or sing you a song about my journey as an actor right here in Singapore. So I don't know how much you know about actors, but our lives got a lot of ups and downs, okay? Actors' lives are very drama, it's like the Snakes and the Ladders over here. But that's a bit like life, right? There are good times and then there are the not so good times. But what I've realized is that we learn to embrace the good and the bad because they shape us to be who we are. So today, I'm going to share with you some of my memories and my stories, and I hope by the end of this 40 minutes, you will be inspired. But even if you're not inspired, it doesn't matter because you don't pay money, right? Free show, right? So no pressure, okay? I just want you to have fun. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to call some of you up here to roll these 2 giant dice. Whatever number shows on the dice, I will walk the number of squares on this mat. If I land on the head of a snake, I will slide down and you'll hear this sound. If I land on a ladder, I will climb up and you'll hear this sound. Oh, hey, my musician's very good, right? Let's go. So nothing is planned, right? I didn't plan people, okay? Everything is by chance, okay? So this is what actors and musicians call improvisation. But actually it's like life, right? You can plan, but then everything goes differently, right? As you will see. So my timekeeper over there, I don't know if you can see her, Jodie Chan. She's gonna keep time. When time is up, you'll hear her shout, "Hi!" Can you hear that? Okay, just very loud, it's not a mic. And then you will hear this sound. You will see this on the screen, which means the show is over, game over, okay? So your aim is to get me to 100 soon. But if you don't get there, it doesn't matter because it's always about the process. Okay, so don't so stress, okay? It's gonna be fun, a lot of songs, a lot of talk. It's gonna be... Oh no, so my parents, don't worry. Talk just needs silliness, just silliness, okay? This show is rated GG for game. So very safe. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do it. Can I have the first... We're gonna punch first person. I'm gonna get the older at least. Matthew! Come on, yes, come on. Yeah. Auntie lah, help me throw the dice. Okay, ready? Woo. Let's go. Never mind, thank you. Okay, let's go, ready? 1, 2, 3. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, don't despise the humble beginnings, huh? Okay. Talking about beginnings, I will tell you about my humble beginning. So when I was 6 years old, I remember watching my sister is here in the audience, down there, hello! She performed Dorothy in her school's version of The Wizard of Oz. And I tell you, I was blown away by the Cyclone, man. I remember the costume, the props, the set design, everything. I would go home and I would recite the lines over and over and over again. I think my mother would record it on the cassette. You know what cassette is? You know, those do nod their head very quietly because you're very old. You all know what cassette is, right? Okay, so she would label it Dwayne Lau's one-man radio show, The Wizard of Oz. And I guess watching my sister play in The Wizard of Oz really inspired me to pursue the arts. So I studied theatre in secondary school, in college, in university. After that, I went for a lot of auditions, and I'm here right now, a full-time actor in Singapore. And did you know that in the past 20, actually you don't know, so I'm telling you. So in the past 20 years, I was cast in 2 different versions of The Wizard of Oz. In 2008, I played the Scarecrow in iTheatre's version. I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy matching if I only had rain. Last year in 2024, I played the Wicked Witch of the West. Before Rice's original pantomime. There's always something to be done. From raw material to goods. Don't listen to your critics. If you can do it, then you should. Oh, wow, this song very difficult to learn. Anyway, today... Thank you. Anyway, today I'm going to pay tribute to my humble beginnings with the help of my lovely ladies over there. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you The Wizard of Oz, but abridged.
Kansas anymore.
You murdered the Wicked Witch of the East! Yay! Bring down the witch's dead, the witch of witch, the Wicked Witch. Bring down the Wicked Witch is dead! Glinda!
Arcadia, Dorothy, your house then on the Wicked Witch of the East. But how do I get home? The wizard can help you. Where do I find him? Just follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Not so high now. Look, Dune. My mind completely blank songs, right? Until I couldn't remember anything. But before, just get out. On national TV, I was kicked out of the competition. The thought of it still makes me sick. I got kicked out by a dick. The camera zoomed in my face. I had to go out in disgrace. From Caldecott to Clementi. Must hide my face so thick they see. So malu when I go back school. Can't help but feeling like a fool. It's so sad, just so sad. Their behavior cast off as art. It's so sad, they're so wild, making TV with no heart. Just when I thought my career had ended before it even began, because of that one embarrassing episode. But then one day I had a call. We were impressed with what we saw. You don't need idol to come through. Forget about them cause we want you. I was cast in a 12th episode Kids Central show called In Our House. And that opened the door to many more opportunities and led me into the theatre industry. So sad, not so sad. Yes, some dreams aren't worth fighting for. Not so sad, because now I'm what I love best. Okay, time to roll the dice. Okay, someone from behind there, the gentleman in the white shirt. Come on down. Yes, you just in. Generous and I want to engage in a conversation. I go, Auntie, 你们好，今天下大雨，小心地滑哦。我是混血，我爸爸是华人，我妈妈是印度人。我从小就读华语，44、14，今天分号 release， 小明背着书包上学去。So Chinese was really a struggle for me in school. But then after my A levels, I rejoiced at the thought that I didn't need to study any more Chinese for the rest of my life, right? But then I was so wrong because the first musical I was cast in was a Mandarin musical called 十兄弟, 10 Brothers. It was Mandarin. It was by a toy factory at the former Jubilee Hall, Raffles Hotel. And I played this character called 大口九, Big Mouth Knight. And I was cast because apparently I had the biggest mouth in the cast. But I worked that mouth very hard. I can memorize my lines over and over again so I could say the lines without thinking. I had to dig deep into one half of my Chinese ancestral roots to be able to construct these words. 我无需靠他人，我嘴大吃四方，天上能飞的，地上能爬的，海里能游的，我都能吃了它。My teachers, my 老师 were very proud of me. I never thought that Mandarin would play such a vital part in my career. In fact, several years later, I was cast in another Mandarin musical. It was called Liao Zhai Rocks by the Theatre Practice. And it was very challenging because this time I had 2 long monologues and a whole list of cheap Chinese songs with a long list of 成语. 欢迎光临这里，人人有奖，现在让朋友尽情期待。Wow, very difficult at the song. But we practiced very hard. I remember I had the help of a Mandarin coach. She's over there now, Jodie Chan. She helped me. And I think the show was quite successful because we performed to sold out shows. We even performed in China and Shanghai. Yeah, wow. Chindian in China performing in Chinese for Chinese people. 怎么可能, right? So boys and girls, don't neglect your mother tongue, okay? Because 华语 cool. Okay, 来，我们来捡那个 dice。这个小弟弟来。